This is Ryan Hildreth here with my buddy Tanner Fox on the Skydeck. We wanted to talk to you today about what drives us to be entrepreneurs and what really fueled our passion to live a lifestyle of this choice. You know, what would you say inspired you, Tanner?
For me, it initially started as money, mainly, and then also just the freedom, because I didn't work a 9 to 5, but I had a part-time job. I've only had like 1 or 2, but I hated them both. I felt so uncomfortable and like unhappy there.
Yeah.
And just managers make you feel like awkward.
Yeah.
But especially like 24 when I worked there. But for me, it became like I knew I didn't want to do that even before I found anything I wanted to do as an entrepreneur. I knew like I wanted to do something. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And then just went from there, kind of just started researching and looking. But now like the main reason is the freedom it brings you. Like we're here Monday afternoon at like 1.
Yeah.
I woke up at 9, we worked out, we went and got Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
And we played pool, and now we're just hanging out the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And again, obviously every day is not like this.
Of course.
Like a lot of days we'll just work most of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, for me it's probably half the day.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are a lot of days like this. You can choose when you want to do certain things like this. But I'd say like main fuel for me now is just growing. Like I want more money still. I just want to succeed,
Yeah.
see success, and just build something. So like one of the big things for me was I didn't have anything that made me feel valuable, or nothing really defined me when I was like a couple years ago. Like I had working out a little bit, but that was where all my value was. So if like, oh, I felt small one day, I would kind of be depressed, because that's my whole value as like a human was at that time in my head. Obviously it's more than that, but now I have this, and that kind of defines me a little bit and makes me feel more valuable. And then I don't know, it just made me a lot happier because I have something that's mine that I can work on, that I can do. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the notion behind it.
Okay.
And again, the Lamborghini.
That
Yeah.
too. The Lamborghini is on its way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely having that purpose, like finding that real purpose here on earth. You know, what value do you provide? For me, I knew it wasn't being a bartender and server at a restaurant. I knew that wasn't my calling. You know, studying business finance in school, I worked at an investment bank, and I knew that wasn't for me either. I saw a better opportunity. I found out that, you know, it's all sales. The type of job I was getting into was wealth management, which is all sales. And we'll just wait till he passes.
You gotta keep that in the video.
Okay, so I basically knew that it was all sales, but the investment bank was going to take 60% of whatever I made, and I was like, no, that's not for me. I can definitely, you know, sell my services because I know I'm valuable. I know I can help people in this world, but I want 100% of it. So I think that drove me to, you know, study entrepreneurship, and not study entrepreneurship, take action and start building things on my own. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to rely on anyone for a source of income. I don't want to rely on my boss, you know, my fellow colleagues or coworkers. I don't want to have to rely on people to feed me. You know, I'm going to feed myself, sort of thing. Like I just like to go out there and get it. So that's why I taught myself how to invest in the stock market, how to trade the stock market, you know, and then start my social media marketing agency. And now I'm starting my first Amazon product. So all those things is just creating, I guess, it's creating that purpose of why I'm here. It's creating something much bigger than myself. So that's what motivated me. Yeah, and I'm afraid of working the 9 to 5. Don't want to do that.
No.
I want to be out here being able to play pool with my buddy Tanner, and just enjoying, you know?
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So, I mean, what advice would you give to someone who's kind of on the edge of maybe they're already in that 9 to 5, but they don't want to continue working it? Like, what should they do?
It depends. It's different for each person, but I mean, if you're there and you have the funds, I wouldn't say quit your job. I'd say go try and find something, or maybe you have an idea already. Go do that and test it, see if it works. If you start seeing some success, then you can quit, then you can start going after it. But if you just have an idea that you're like, oh, I don't know if it may work, like I wouldn't quit right away. I'd wait to see, make sure it works, make sure you can make money from it, because tons of people have ideas and like, it might be a good idea, but it doesn't mean you'll make money from it. There's
Yeah.
certain things like, I mean, you can make tons of money doing random weird things that might not be good ideas to some people, but if
Yeah.
you just have an idea, just test it out. I mean, you can make 2 or 3 hours a day if you're working a 9 to 5 to go do it. Just lose an hour of sleep. I mean, anything.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Just like it's the 7 p.m. to 2 in the morning to where you put in that extra work to build something on the side. Yeah, especially if you have obligations, you have kids or you have bills to pay. I mean, you have to work that 9 to 5 per se just to get by, and then build something on the side, whether it's you're doing freelance work through Upwork or Wyzant. Like, that's how I learned how to do entrepreneurship and time management, right? Like, when I was a tutor, I had 10 to 15 students a week, so I had to learn how to manage time, how to charge those people for my services, and not be afraid to ask for the money, right? Because I knew that, like, I can provide some value, so I'm not afraid to ask for $45 per hour. Like, those are all skills you have to learn in order to be an entrepreneur, right? Would you say?
Definitely. Yeah, you need a little bit of everything pretty much for
Yeah.
that.
You need to know how to market. You need to know how to sell. You need to know how to be
Finance.
finances, right? That's a
Everything.
big part. I mean, you could make all this money. I mean, Tanner could make all this money, but if he blows it all on Lamborghinis and well, if he blows it all on food and going out and partying and stuff, then he has nothing to show for what all the work that he did to make all this money. Same with me, but I luckily I worked in the world of finance and investments, so I every dollar I make, I know exactly where it's going.
Yeah.
I know where to invest it, where to save it, and how to make it work for me. So and same with you.
Yeah. Yeah, and if someone's having an issue where they're like, oh, I can't really save anything, I don't make enough, then you're living above your means and you need to change that. You need to fix it. Change your living situation, change your spending, change your car.
Yeah.
If you're not saving anything monthly, you're living above your means and you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, I definitely think that's the most important part. Is like living.
You can't live below your means.
Live below your means. If you wanna really make it, you have to live below your means for a good portion of time, and save that money so that you can invest it in yourself or in a business or in the stock market or whatever it may be. You have to live below your means. So
Yeah.
all right, well, definitely we'll wrap it up. Next time Tanner comes over, we'll be sure to have a good topic for you to talk about. Leave a comment down below. If you want us to do a rant on any topic, just leave a comment.
Yeah.
Tell us what you'd like to see, and make sure to like and subscribe this video. Take care.